Welcome to round 3 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of February 15th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
We're moms of teens and young adults, and when it comes to parenting, we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. But we're still waiting for that day when we'll reach the finish line and have no further need to lay down in a dark room with a wet rag over our eyes, worrying about something or other. Wednesday is complaint day here on Parenting Roundabout, and today, moms, do you need a good primal scream? It's maybe getting to that point, right, where you just need to let it all out.
Mm-hmm.
We noticed that the New York Times has started a phone number where you can just go to yell out your frustrations, and I guess trust that they're not going to turn it into a feature in their parenting section. We need ideas. Come, scream into the phone. We won't trace your phone number. We promise. But it reminded me of a website that's been existing for a long time. It's still hanging in there. It's called screamintothevoid.com. And you just go there and it's a picture of a black hole. And it says, type your feelings here. When you're done, hit the button. And the button says scream on it. And when you hit it, there's a sound of somebody screaming. And it disappears. Goes swirling into the void. So if you want something a little less complex than calling up the New York Times and yelling about something, you can always scream it into the void. But do you guys feel like you're at the point where you need that sort of pressure reliever of just screaming out all your frustrations? It is maybe one thing about having everybody at home, spouses working at home, children studying at home, that it's a little harder to vent than it used to be. Even, I used to go out with my friend and we would go to Barnes & Noble and I would talk to her about what was going on in my life. And I would think every now and then, geez, I hope nobody sitting anywhere near us knows me or will carry this information back. But it was pretty safe. But now, even though we're Zooming every week, lots of ears around when I'm Zooming. I don't feel like I'm able to vent with quite the same abandon as I would have been at one time. And same goes for recording podcasts. And my daughter is now listening to these podcasts too. So hi, honey. Hi. Nothing to hear here. Just go ahead and fast forward to the next one. Anyway, so how are you guys doing with the stress? Do you feel like you might be calling up the New York Times at some point and unburdening yourself? Or screaming into the void, or just continuing to podcast, because that's what we do here, right?
Podcasting helps. The screaming into the phone hotline is tempting, although, as you mentioned, like, you might have to go sit in your car in the garage without anybody else around, or, to get the privacy to do that, so.
Yeah. And then you have to explain what you were doing in the car.
Yeah. Oh, I left something.
You can't just disappear anymore because
I gotta run out to the car. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's an issue.
Yeah,
I do a lot of ranting in the shower sometimes because the noise of the water maybe masks it a little bit, but you still can't exactly scream.
Right.
The other day I was talking to my sister and she's like, she just said, wow, you have a lot going on and sounds hard. And, is there anything I can do, or is there any way we can help? And I just was like, no, there's not. You're not here. And even if you were, you couldn't be in the house. It just like, It's just a lot right now because so many of the usual supports are not available. So, or they're in a different form, like a video call or a regular call, or which is just because every time I have some like a Zoom book club or a Zoom whatever, it's like, where do I do this? Where I can, feel free to say what I want. So not always easy. I mean,
it's time for my book club. I'm going to go sit in the car.
Right. My son always has headphones on, so it's pretty, you know, he's not, I don't think, listening to much, but you never know.
Maybe you need to take a cue from him, though. Just put those headphones on and drown everything out.
Right.
Don't pay attention to any of it.
Yeah, the headphones can drown what we're hearing, but not what we're saying is the problem.
Right.
Somebody should come up with that. A noise-canceling
But
microphone.
what you're hearing is going to cause what you're going to say.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
If you don't know what's going on, then you're not going to blow up. Maybe. We hope not. Oh,
I think we're pretty flexible. I think we can blow up whether we hear anything or not.
That is true. That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm much of a screamer. I'm more of like, I'd probably just start crying. I think I just need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might, yeah.
Whatever stress release works for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it just, there's, you know, even though my bodies of people are in the house and they're doing their own thing, which is a godsend in many ways. See previous episode. No, the one before that. It's still, you know, there's still a lot to do on my own when there's like all these people in the house that could be helping but aren't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just won't go there. So, yeah, I don't think I need a scream hotline.
I do yell. I do scream. I do hit things periodically. I always feel bad afterwards. Then I have to apologize to everybody, which is annoying. You know, they annoy me to the point where I blow up and then I have to say I'm sorry. And it's like, you made this happen. You lit the fuse.
You don't have to
Why is
say
it my
you're sorry
fault?
to the Primal Scream hotline, though.
That's right. Maybe next time I feel like that, I should just call them up. Ugh, it's just such a loss of control. I hate it. But sometimes you need to let off the steam.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's different, right?
I feel like I do it less frequently than I used to, but still.
Because you're not dealing with schools and teachers anymore.
Yeah. No, I was thinking it was also because I'm taking blood pressure medication, maybe. And I gave up coffee for a while. I thought that maybe had something to do with it. But I still, every now and then, man, just some combination of events and things said and people, you know, I get mad that people are yelling at each other, so then I have to yell.
Yeah.
It's bad. That would be a much better time to pick up the phone and call the New York Times and say, why can't they be nicer to each other? Thank you.
And then they'll get like this recording from me and it'll just be like these big wails and sobs. They'll be like, oh my God. Who are these women? What is going on?
Well, I think the big message is that it's happening to everybody. Otherwise, they wouldn't need to have a hotline.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all have our way of dealing with things. So I think if they were to have a scream hotline, then they need a crying hotline, and then they need a glass of wine hotline, and they need
A hitting things hotline.
Quiet rage.
Yeah. Quiet
A
rage
seething hotline.
Seething. Venting. Get a venting hotline. Yeah. I think
Maybe somebody
could really
to invent an easy way to make like a soundproof room in your house for either you to go into and be able to let stuff out, or for you to cram your entire family into so you can have the run of the house and just go screaming and yelling and letting it all out.
Get in there.
And then afterwards you let them out. Little egg cartons in the basement maybe would do it, right?
It's sort of like a reverse panic room.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a tantrum room.
That's right. Yes. Make it
Your
sound somebody.
tantrum room.
Your family will
Remember when
flee
we
there.
talked about like our she shed and what it would be? We forgot to say that it would have soundproofing so we could say and scream whatever we want.
Or have conversations with friends when we need to unload without an audience.
Yeah.
That is a real mental health thing. The lack of privacy to say things you don't want everybody to hear.
Yep.
Yeah. That is an issue. That's for sure. But you'll undoubtedly be able to calm down if you listen to one of our podcasts.
Absolutely.
Though. That's a given. You go do all of your, whatever you need to do, come back, pull us up on your podcast, and you'll be good to go. Mm-hmm. You'll feel a lot better about your life.
Yeah,
know that you aren't alone.
I'm handling things so much better than those three.
Yeah, exactly. You know that you're not alone in all your trials and tribulations of life. So, yes, we are available 24/7.
Absolutely.
For you to listen to and feel better. So that's it for today's round 3. Tune in tomorrow when we'll obsess about turning into our mothers. And then on Friday to see what we've come up with for our Roundabout Roundup picks this week. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you will find us at Roundabout Chat.